Hey guys, welcome back to Cultivation with Christy. I'm Christy. It has been a busy weekend here in the kitchen and we're back again. Today I did pepper relish. I had a whole basket full of sweet peppers. I think there was a couple warm, not hot, but had some heat peppers. And I had some of that red onion I had bought from the store that was left. So I did a pepper relish. Then I did the 3 jars of some more tomato sauce, and I did 8 jars of salsa, and now we're still going. I had all of these tomatoes I picked yesterday with all the tomatoes. I did the pasta sauce and the salsa with. And so I have some Romas and some cherry tomatoes, really big cherry tomatoes that aren't quite ripe, but I'm going to put them in the dehydrator and make sun-dried tomatoes. So what we'll do is we'll slice them up and then I'll lay them out on the dehydrator trays, and then usually I put dried oregano and basil from my garden, but I don't have any this year because my herbs didn't do that great. I'm getting them reestablished after the freeze from last year. So, oh, it's sealed. So I'll just use a generic seasoning, but I'll take you along and show you what we're gonna do. So first step is just to slice the tomato. And I use the thicker slice. There's one that does it very, very thin, but I have found with the dehydrator, if you do the very thin slices, that it just sticks to the tray and then you can't get them off. So I do the thicker, and I'll show you. And this is just mine, I got it at Aldi, but there's the thick depth. And this is the really thin one, like really thin. So it's too thin is what I have found. So I go more of the thicker slice. Anyway, I am going to get all of these sliced up and then we'll come back and I'll show you what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm only 2 seconds later, but I am going to leave off the, let's see if I can get it to focus. The blossom end, or the stem end, I guess, of the tomatoes. I'm just gonna put those in the pile to compost those, because I don't want to eat that. I guess if you can, you want to. And then of course I'll cut off any of the gross parts. Duh. We'll be back. Okay, I've got everything sliced up and I've washed my dehydrator trays, and I have it warming up. It's on now, and I've got this little piece. It's really for making like fruit roll-up type stuff, but I've got it in the bottom just because sometimes it gets a little messy when they start to dry out and the seeds fall and things flake in the bottom, so I just have that little thing so it doesn't get caught up in the air circulation. So I'm putting them on the tray. I've left a little bit of space in between each one because you want good air movement. I'm gonna load up all these trays because I don't like to go back and forth, and then I'll come back and show you the seasoning. Well, just for fun, I'll show you how I'm putting them on here. Okay, this one tray actually. One tray. And that's it. And you can dump them out if you want to and just spread them out, but you know. Okay, we're over here at the sink. Ignore all my clean dishes. Like I said, it's been a busy day in the kitchen. I do it over the sink just because I have a garbage disposal, and it's easier cleanup for me just to rinse out the sink. But you could do it over the trash can or however you want to do it. But this is what I do. I hold the tray over the sink, and then I've got my Italian seasoning or whatever seasoning, and you don't even have to put seasoning on it. You can just dry them and call it a day. But I'm just going to sprinkle pretty heavily. We usually use them in a pasta dish that we usually put herbs, Italian herbs on it anyway. So here you go. And then I come back over here. Take a little. That's it. And then you'll just keep stacking them. So you'll come back over here. And you could also flip them and do them on the other side. I've done that before, but I don't have a ton of herbs left. And I put them stacked the highest apart. See, mine has these little notches. Let's see which way they go, this way. So I put them on the top. See, here's the lowest little notch. And this one's in the highest. Just the largest separation between the trays. Anyway, I'm going to keep going and we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, I'm all locked and loaded. I've got the vent up here open. It'll probably take a day, if not two, just because they're juicier than most things that you dehydrate. But we'll let this go for a couple of days, or a day or two, and I'll come back and show you the progress. Okay guys, welcome back. Yesterday I took a video, but I had it turned the wrong way, so I'll catch you up. When I got home and I had to deal with a tow truck, so that was why I wasn't thinking right. But anyway, let me show you what we've got going on with these sun-dried. So yesterday when I got home, they weren't quite done, so the little butt ends were still kind of wet, and I can put a picture up here, I think. So I swapped the trays around. I have 5 trays, so I put the ones on the bottom up to the top and let it run overnight, and now everything, you can hear it, is dry. And this is why I didn't make them any thinner, because they already stick to the tray, and making them thinner you would never get them off of there. But anyway, I will take them off and put in a mason jar. Oh, that's that one. And again, you'll have to deal with some of them, pick them off, whatever. But I'll put them in the mason jar, and then I'll either put a paper towel with a ring around it, or I found these airtight little lids that go over the top, and then you just store them for about a year. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know how you would use them, or if you sun-dry anything, dehydrate anything. Let me know how it goes. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time.